Hello everyone. So today, the video I'm going to be bringing to you is about StarStable, obviously, but it's about their poor management. This is going to be a rather shorter video, not very edited, kind of just raw for you guys. Working in the barn, so if you hear weird noises, that's what's going on. I wanted to get this out to you quickly. I waited a few days to see if there would be any further developments in this, and there have not been, so I decided that now was good enough of a time to actually go through and expose what happened. So, I will include screenshots of what happened, and here we go. So, on April 17th, I had reported 2 players for being just disgusting human beings. Here's the message. So for those of you who don't want to watch the blank screen, I will include screenshots on it, but I'm not really going to do much else. So if you just want to listen, you don't want to look up from what you're doing, whether you're working out or playing a game or trying to go to sleep or, you know, driving or whatever, who cares? I'll just read all this out to you so you don't have to look down at your phone. So this is what I sent. This is on April 17th. I'm going to block out the last names of these players that I've reported, just because I feel like I should. I don't know. Here we go. So, April 17th. Greetings, and I hope this message finds you well. Recently, I have been online on the Cookie Canyon server and have noticed 2 players, Autumn and Holly, often go out of their way to start drama with other players, insulting people for the way they type, threatening to even kill people, sexual harassment, gun violence, and cussing at people and trying to make a fool out of them. These 2 feed off each other and try and drag other people into the drama and the name-calling. They also own a club where they allow kids to join, and these children are exposed to a toxic environment as well as being threatened to be touched. I implore you to please look into these 2 people. Sincerely, Clarice. Again, I sent that on April 17th. I'm about to open a gate. It's going to get loud. Give me 1 second. Okay. Now, I didn't hear back from StarStable, and normally when I report players like this, I don't get a response from StarStable, but I do know that a lot of the time something does happen because either I'll see the player and they won't be chatting and they'll have like chat ban of some variety. You know how when people have chat ban, they'll like rear at their friends or whatever. But, you know, either that or I just won't see them on active at all for like a month, and then suddenly they come back and they're talking again. So I know sometimes things happen, and I never received a message, so I didn't expect to receive one. I forgot this event even happened, right? Well, here I am, super surprised when was this? June 28th. Remember, this is like a month and some change later, right? This is like a month and 11 days afterward. I get a message from StarStable that says the following. Hi, we just wanted to apologize for not responding to your entry. We are currently experiencing high volumes. If you still need help or have any other questions, reply to this message and we will be here and are happy to help. Otherwise, the ticket will close in 5 days. Thanks again for reaching out, and we hope everything is going well on your end. Warm regards, the StarStable team. Okay, so do I even need to explain how BS that is? So StarStable is receiving a high number of player reports. So instead of taking their time to look into the player reports instead of something else, they're just going to delete everybody's request? What? So obviously I responded and was like, yeah, I would like these girls to be looked into because, again, they are threatening to sexually harass minors. They are encouraging people to bandwagon on people in chat and make them feel really bad about themselves. Like, they did it to me, and granted, I can take it because, like, I'm an adult. I've been an adult for a while now. I understand, you know, and I've been on the internet. So, like, I play PvP games, for goodness sakes. Like, I can handle some smack talk. But knowing that little kids are playing this game, and they are telling little kids to kill themselves or threatening that they're going to find these children and shoot them, yeah, those were the types of threats they were saying in global, mind you. Like, not that it would be any better in a group chat or whatever, but I always advocate for, like, if you're gonna be edgy on StarStable, don't do it in global. Do it in group with your friends or in friend chat where you know the person you're talking to is the appropriate age to be having certain conversations with. Like, you know, that's not it, okay? So obviously, you know, I was like, okay, please respond to this. I didn't get a response until October 9th. It took October 9th. It took a total of 7 months for these girls to actually receive a consequence. Again, they are threatening to find and kill people. They are threatening to sexually assault and harass minors. They are telling people to kill themselves, and they're cussing people out and trying to make people bandwagon on other people in global. I'm sorry. If that's not a blatant violation of your terms and these players should be banned for life, I don't know what is. I guess they thought that they were invincible because StarStable never does anything. And to be fair, StarStable really doesn't. So, October 9th, this is what I receive. Hello, thank you for reaching out, and I apologize for the delay. We are currently experiencing a high number of tickets, but now I would be happy to help you. Upon careful examination of your report, we have concluded that the players you have reported have indeed violated the terms and conditions designated to uphold a friendly and pleasant atmosphere. Therefore, we acted accordingly in response to the players you reported. Thank you for submitting your report. We appreciate you in helping keep the game enjoyable, blah, blah, blah. So, it took you 7 months to realize that these players were bad. Right? 7 whole months. And I bet you they didn't receive a consequence for those 7 months, which means that these people were free to victimize minors, were free to continue to harass people for 7 months. And here's the other thing. They said that these girls' action has been taken. I don't know what action has been taken means. Like, thank you for telling me that something happened. I really appreciate that. That's more than I normally get. But what happened? Like, it's none of my business. I'm well aware it's none of my business. But I do feel like we should know what consequences are for our actions. Like, if you asked me what I think should happen to these girls, I think they should be banned for like at least a year. I really do. And if not banned for a year, have their chat taken away for a year. I do not think that people who threaten people's lives on a children's game deserve to be able to talk to children. I just don't. And that's me being very lenient. Like, otherwise I'd suggest a perm ban, because what the heck even is that? The only reason I'm not suggesting a perm ban is because this game costs like a ton of money, which I guess isn't really a good defense if you are harassing minors and are and are being just a very toxic person. Then I don't see why how much money you put into it would affect anything. I mean, you know what? Yeah, perm ban them. I changed my mind. But here's the problem. I know that StarStable doesn't take any of their stuff seriously, and I'm sorry, my horse. You can hear him. Anyway, the problem is StarStable never takes anything seriously. Nothing. So I'm worried that the only thing that happened is, they got chat banned for a week. It's so sad to say that if I was told tomorrow that the people who I reported for, again, telling people to kill themselves and threatening to do it for them only got chat banned for a week, I wouldn't be shocked. I wouldn't be shocked at all. So it's like, what am I supposed to do? What is anybody supposed to do? Like, it is truly none of my business what happened to those girls. But again, StarStable, you need to work faster. Stop prioritizing other stuff. I don't know what you're prioritizing, but the number one thing you should be prioritizing is player safety. I know you love AI. I know you love AI. Then how about you actually use it? Use it for something good. How about you use your AI to look through all of your player reports, to filter and search for the ones that sound the most dire, and you reply to those first, okay? you know, Sarah called me a butthead and then she didn't let me join her roleplay should not be as high on the priority list as, hey, this person was threatening to off me. Okay? I think there's a little bit of a difference between those two things, right? I think there needs to be a differentiation. I think there needs to be priority, not just, oh, well, Sally was reported first, therefore we're doing that one first. Like, no. Because Star Stable is a game for kids, so you're going to have kids reporting players for, like, no reason. That's what kids do. But then you're also going to have people who have real problems. And it shouldn't take 7 months for somebody who is threatening the lives of children to receive a consequence. The whole situation makes me so mad. I want to know if anybody else has an experience like this. I'd like to know. And it's so funny because on October 10th, Star Stable asked me to submit feedback for their player report, like satisfaction or whatever. And I gave them a very low score and told them exactly why. I'm like, you got back to me 7 months later. It took you 7 months to do something. I don't even know what you did, so I don't even know if the punishment fits the crime. I don't know. You know? Like, how am I supposed to be satisfied knowing that there's a chance that when I have kids, if I let them play Star Stable, they're going to be seeing this kind of stuff, you know? I don't know. I think that Star Stable needs to take a step back and reevaluate what they're doing. Anyway, let me know what you guys have experienced, if it's anything similar, if it's anything vastly different. Do you receive good service from Star Stable? Do you never receive anything? What's the worst thing you've seen on the game? Let me know. Otherwise, I'll end that there. Have a good one, guys.